in an unreal context, really. Something like this happens, these guys were lucky enough, I suppose, in one way you could say, were lucky enough to have it, and then it's raining money. I think there's been some big changes that the project has created. It's had big impacts on traditional structures and leadership and women and roles in society. It's created, some classifications or stratifications of wealth, no doubt about it. The people that have the money aren't living in the village, that's for sure. They're having a good time off in the big smoke.
Money has caused a lot of death and jealousy and fighting. I forgot to mention that. Money is the main root of everything here now. People are getting jealous of each other. Like clans, before we were recognized as one tribe. In my clan, we had a lot of, we had one tribe, and under the tribe we have sub-clans. Now we have split it because of the money. When the royalties came into Gobe area, people just getting enemies. Though they're under one tribe, it's not happening now.
PNG went through rapid change from basically settlement and colonisation by the British and German, and then over to Australia after the Second World War, up to independence in 1975. Rapid change. This area, for example, wouldn't have had contact with white people until the 50s. Maybe the 40s there might have been Champion or Jack Hydes came through here once, but some continual sort of contact with a key up until the 50s. And then to get, say, independence, all this, the big wide world's out there, these people had no real concept of what's out there. 1950s, to make that change, then independence comes, and then the country, straight away it seems made firm decisions to embark on a resource development phase, And in hindsight, we can say, my point of view is, perhaps it would have been better to consolidate the grassroots, the primary industries, like our agricultural base, the things that deliver and that can engage the general population, get our education systems in place, give the government departments time to settle and develop their own cultures and systems and stuff for running the country, and also give the country, who's still sort of waking up, if you like, from various little pockets of independent tribes of people, to grapple with some of the challenges of the modern world. I think Europe, I don't know how long Europe took to do that, but we've done it in a very short space of time here. We've been thrust into it, and Papua New Guineans to me are amazing. I think they're so adaptable and so intelligent. Really, they can be as comfortable in that traditional setting as and go and do a PhD.
A lot of effort goes into trying to determine who the proper landowners are or where the land boundaries are. But if it wasn't for a project that generates cash, I don't believe we'd have these issues. If we were just here not generating benefits to the community through royalty and equity, and if those benefits were not determined by percentages of land ownership, I don't think we'd be arguing over who owns what land, because, as you know, most of this land, some land is clear, but then there's this land that's in this grey area, and parties have had hunting rights or occupational rights to this land, and the land's never been argued about until, if I own that land, it increases my benefits.
Traditionally, pre-oil project, pre-contact even, there was no need to firmly define boundaries. Okay, it would have been just a ridge line. People would have had an understanding, and quite often there would have been a buffer zone, if you like, where maybe two different tribes of people, like some Huli clans and some Fasu clans, had an interest, had a place that they would go and garden or hunt or do something, And so now here we come along with an oil project or an exploration project, a seismic project, and all of a sudden it creates dispute, if you like, from a land point of view, because if people can monopolise or get recognition for land and land area inside a licence area, that equals benefits. That's what it's all about. To me, closure planning should start at the beginning. You should have a solid vision of what things are going to look like from a cultural, sort of social impact point of view, environmental impact point of view, and you should be implementing that plan throughout the operation. It's not something that we should be thinking about late in the day. Those sorts of things.
In fact, I think it might have even been Dr Mahati saying that development is a relative term, and what it means to one person is not fair to say that's what it means to another person. And it goes back to what I was saying before about the standard of living and the value of what people see in a standard of living. If people are happy in their life, then they may be fully contented and say that we're happy with that standard of living. Other people's expectations grow and grow and grow. So as people move away, they may have far higher expectations than their parents and their grandparents and so on.
Okay, company come time. We play run to Master Bus and play Kagalas. We play Lucim League time. We play no kiss money time. And we play Cycle Bus. Find him Kagablo. We play at the bus. Something blow plays a Lucim League. And I'm blowing something blow. Awesome. Kega blow stawa na train blow stawa or something else.
Do you mean good plus something or not?
I'm meeting us, I think, good plan. Blow on him, he's away behind the company go out, and I'm blessed up back us, passing blow people.
Marau romle tabu biton berak alata bakan kaya ke bakan nabi mo kale koralegan kini misal tu bas kabom nara furul kabom mas asala balap ko idakan bom narip so tu bigel kabom narip askan nam kabe asar gum bakan kilingke narip
so bian mip senso ta bare
kabak tu gung mamsip kabak tu was ko bom narip kabak tu was bigel lam sip ateng pro do was ko gare pain bara kanam kabe ku as ko tabu birba ton ke sakala be bam kayak sopa.
Sort of it was spiritual place here. Well, you can see two mountains and we have a cliff there, so when hunters from the other side of the mountain, that's where Lake Wangbin or the village called Wangbin, hunted down this way, and when an animal comes down this way, they just let it go and come back, because they know it's going to a spiritual place, so they can't go down. That same goes to Bultam. When they come down this way, and the animal, any muruk or kaskas, pig, when it comes down, they just say, no, you're going to a secret place, so you can go. So it's sort of a haunted place. People don't come down this way.
Maybe looking big pla impact long bagarap to big pla na help him to lik. So long bagarap maybe like him plant the man some of the lifestyle he change long him some like in way also passing culture initiation na some like life he walk along change because some like thing he walk along die out close to na passing long feast long place custom yet close to plan the big plus something he change na two lot to passing come inside na people lose him all custom through sample custom in no good people no can adopt him na people no can pass down or tumbuna or some passing so sorry Kasamblo mipla na sambla sanding